When I had the idea for this video, it was snowy outside, and I was like, ooh, I would love to do some snow activities, but I don't like to be cold. I don't want to do this outside. Let's do this inside. And we can be like, oh, look, there's snow, but like inside, huh? But now it's really nice here in Denver. It's bright blue skies, no clouds. I could just go outside. But you know what? It's December, and there should be snow here in Denver in December. So the 3 ideas I have for today are: 1, making just snow. I don't know what we're gonna do with it when we get there, but that's it. So 1, making snow. 2, making snowmen. I had these paper plates from a previous video. We're gonna turn those into a little snowman. That was a little craft I saw, very cute. Number 3 is we are going to make snowflakes. Yes, this is neon colored paper. Why? Because I liked it. Also because, don't know if everyone else knew this, you can't buy white printer paper in small packages. I had to buy, it was gonna be like 250 sheets. Walmart had nothing for me. I looked everywhere. I was like, is it that or cardstock or like fancy, like you're invited to my wedding paper? I was like, absolutely not. I'm not spending the money on that. So this was like $5. So we're gonna have multicolored snowflakes because this is what I could do. And you know what? These are gonna be way more fun than white snowflakes. So get over it. I think we're gonna start with just snow. Well, now I gotta try to remember how to do this. Didn't I save it somewhere? Make hot chocolate for 1. How long does it take to pee out water? Oh, I didn't grab any utensils. Guess that's what we got hands for. Okay, we're gonna start. This recipe is just baking soda and water. So, isn't that also what you use to like get out splinters? I was gonna say tweezers. So I'm also going to be splinter free by the end of this, if I recall correctly. Well, that's a strong start. All right, so this quite literally said baking soda and then just add water. It said a little bit at a time. Like, I don't know if snow actually is that texture. I made a mess. Here, soak it up. Get over there. Engage the troops. Oh, this is like not exactly what snow's like. I will say I do indeed live in a place that gets snow like from the sky as God intended, and it's only vaguely what it's like. I definitely just added way too much water though, so we're gonna try to mix it all in. And then I would like to make a snowman out of this. So this is the texture we have. It is everywhere. Well, don't wipe down everything afterwards, I guess. We're gonna try thickening her up a little bit more. Just seeing. We got a little bit more. Oh, there it is. It was all she needed. Look at that. That's like crumbly snow. Is snow typically crumbly? I don't know. That's snow texture. I mean, as best as we're gonna get with baking soda. It kind of turns into like a hamburger patty. I have a question for the people. Why are snowmen 3 balls tall? Like, it just feels like, what happens if you keep going, you know? I've never asked the question. I guess 3 is probably about where it ends for being like structurally stable. Also, think about for height. If you're a little kid, that's probably about as high as you can get. And my snow, the higher I'm making this, the more my snow is getting compressed. Yeah, I'm starting to make abstract art out of the snowman. Did it. I didn't really have any other plans for what to do with this. I can't like get in a snowball fight, 1, because that's messy, and 2, because I'm home alone. And I would kick my cat's butt at a snowball fight. Yeah, watch out, nerd. So yeah, can't do a snowball fight. I'm gonna go clean up. I'll be right back. Gonna go get the snow off of me. I really want to save snowflakes for last because I feel like I could do this for hours. Would you like to make a snowman with me? Isn't that how the song goes? I saw Frozen in theaters, okay? I think we might do a 2-circle little man of the snow. Huh? These are kind of big plates. We have this entire bag of craft supplies from previous videos. I didn't buy anything new. So, oh, except I did buy school glue because I figured this might work better than a glue stick. If you've seen previous videos, you know how poorly my use of glue sticks goes. Do not dry clean. Well, I wasn't really planning on it. Oh no, I'm getting glue everywhere. All right, we're gonna stab a hole in these and pipe cleaner them together. So, stab a hole, pipe cleaner these together. It's going as well as you probably expected it would. Damn it. Okay, so that's not gonna, if only I'd read the directions and seen how they recommend this. And these are covered in glue already. Take two. We're gonna use 2 plates. I guess I could, revolutionary. So I think we're gonna make a snowman. We're just gonna make his little face right on here, just his little face. God, am I not a genius? What are the constituent parts of a snowman? So the thing I'm thinking of immediately is his little carrot nose. This construction paper already has shapes cut out of it. The sheets are already marked out with shapes, so you have to kind of use your imagination, except right now when there's a perfect triangle already in there. So we can start, I guess we can just glue his nose right in the middle. No, I should plan. That's responsible. It's a bag of mysteries in here. I don't even know what's in here. I think his little mouth should absolutely give him a little red mouth. Or I guess, yeah. He's gotta have eyes. I have googly eyes. I have everything. Literally, watch out. Wow. The problem is I immediately want to give him green eyes because that's my eye color. I guess that's not really a problem. Like, it's okay if I give my snowman the same eye color I have. I would show you. You can kind of see it upside down. I don't want to lift everything up though because it's not finished. Sometimes they have little top hats. Do I have any other mysteries in here that would be top hats? No, but I do have all these pom-poms that are adorable and would make great little decorations. Could give them a little like red. I guess sometimes they have little scarves. That's gonna be kind of hard to do. That's gonna be technical. Maybe we glue this down and then we decorate. I think that's a better plan. I already made a mess of all my glue. This glue is way better than a damn glue stick. I don't know what world I was in thinking that a glue stick was gonna do anything. They're terrible. Yeah, you can check out all my other craft videos to see me grapple with and lose to a glue stick. Adorable. So we've got pom-poms to decorate with. Fun, cute, love it. I think he needs a hat. What could make us a little top hat? Let's see, because it's like a... Realistically, we can do, if we're okay with it being boxy, which this is a craft for kids. I didn't even bother looking at directions for this craft because I know what a snowman looks like and I can do it myself. It's very mature of me. This is what I'm thinking. So I think I'm gonna have to chop down a little bit like that. That's top hat enough. My favorite thing about being an adult is I can do anything I want and there's no rules for craft time and I do not get a grade. So now we have to fix it to the top, which I am definitely going to do a great job at. Oh, come on, if I am not killing this craft. I don't know how you stick pipe cleaners to things. I guess hot glue? I did not buy a hot glue gun this time though. I thought about it. I was like, oh, I should invest in one of those. But I was already buying so much hand soap at Walmart, along with all my paper. Couldn't even do it. I was buying a normal amount of hand soap, just let the record reflect. I wasn't like doing hand soap activities. It was just for my house, but it's heavy. Is this mouth still on? It is. Great. I feel like a little scarf, which I guess is kind of, if I took 2 of these rectangle strips, just kind of crossed them. So we're just really going for symbols here. We're not really going for like function. This guy's not going outside. He doesn't need a scarf. Little scarf. God damn it, I keep closing my glue, which is responsible. And if you're a student, close your glue when you're done. But I don't need to, because I'm a grown up. Oh, we are winging it. And that probably means it's gonna turn out perfectly. Just waiting for glue to dry, because watching glue dry is really fun. It's a little scarf. It doesn't look great, but I think it suggests the illusion of warmth, the illusion of being snuggly when you go outside. He's got a little hat on, so he'll be nice and warm. They usually have buttons, but he doesn't have a body. He could have a body. We got pom-poms. All right, little Mr. Man, you hold tight, and we're gonna make you a little body to go with your head, because I'm that kind of person. I'm such a giver. I'm trying to find red ones, because that's the Christmas spirit. Ah, damn it, I closed my glue. Simple, elegant. I don't know how to connect them. I think if you're using regular paper plates, you could just glue them. But these, as previously established, do not glue. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold up both. And you can get the full illusion. Is that not so cute? Hello, if I were a toddler, I'd be winning. I'd be getting a great grade. Okay. This scarf really works a little better when there's a body. Like, it looks a little more like a scarf. Honestly, of all the crafts I've ever made on this channel, this might be my most successful. I think phase 2 of winter crafts indoors is going great. Let's make some snowflakes. On to snowflakes. I guess I don't need my glue, and the one time I don't need it is when I didn't close it. Shameful. I also grabbed paper towel because every video I don't have anything to clean my hands off with, and then I whine a bunch. So, sparing you all that. Wait, is cardstock? I thought this was printer paper. I could have just bought white cardstock. It's okay. It's too thick, but it's gonna do because it has to. Do you want to hear our color options? We have outrageous orchid, terrestrial teal, liftoff lemon, cosmic orange, and plasma pink. I love how quickly they abandoned the whole letters having to match thing. Like liftoff lemon, terrestrial teal, cosmic orange. One, like, is orange known for being a cosmic color? I don't think so. 2, you didn't have a single other O word. Liftoff lemon you managed to figure out. Now I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head so I can prove these people wrong and prove that they're a little silly. I mean, plasma pink. Is plasma pink? Is teal terrestrial? All right, well, I assume we're gonna make multiple of these. Let's start with outrageous orchid. We need to make this a square so that we can make paper snowflakes like we did when we were kids. This is definitely cardstock. You just folded a bunch of times, right? Now I'm like second guessing myself. I guess you can just fold it into triangles if we've already started doing triangles. Oh, see, a challenge is that cardstock does not fold very well, and it's going to cut even more difficultly. More poorly. Let's throw some little cuts in there, and this is going to be a test run of the concept. I remember these were so fun as a kid, though. This was like a highlight of the holidays, with someone whipping out the printer paper and telling you to turn it into snowflakes. Yeah, you're not going to get any little reindeer or whatever out of this. This is going to kind of be what it is, I think. These scissors are very old, and this paper is so thick. Yeah, it's hard to get those nice little curves in it. Let's see how we're doing. I mean, that's not bad. It's not snowflake shaped at all. So we need to get this edge is gonna be what's gonna make it look snowflakey. Gosh, look at me learning and growing in real time. Yeah, I should have read more carefully. I just got so excited by the neon colors, I didn't even double check that this wasn't cardstock, and it totally is. Gonna get what we get on this one. I'm trying to get some interesting shapes in there, but you really just, you kind of just get triangles. Like, you can have as many triangles as you want with this paper. Anything else, piss off, this paper says. Why is this still a square? Oh, you know what? I would have to cut circles. Like, I'd have to make curves. I don't know why it took me looking at this to figure that one out. God, I am a regular Sherlock Holmes here. Yeah, you just have to leave something here, don't you? But like, you can cut stuff out of the fold. I'm incoherent right now. I'm just seeing how much you're allowed to cut out before it just turns to dust. There it is. If you cut this off, is that gonna give me a cool little spot in the middle? Oh, that's weak and flimsy, but we deserve representation too, okay. All right, let's try another one now that I understand the foundational principles. Let's do a terrestrial teal, because this is by far my favorite color. Not just because the two words start with the same letter, and that's kind of all I'm asking for. Oh, you know what? It's Astro Brights. That's why it's like terrestrial, liftoff. I'm a little embarrassed that took me that long to figure out. Is there anything cosmic about the color orange? Yeah, when it's in a cosmic set. It's fine, I don't get paid to... No, I do get paid to know my words. It's kind of exclusively what I get paid for. We're gonna do this one right this time because we know now. We know what we're doing. We live in a snowy state, so we've seen snowflakes. So this is gonna be the inside. These two are the outside. Okay. No, something like that though. Something like that is true. So we can totally do a curve. What did I say last time? It's about circles. And then I totally missed that. Yeah, I love those videos of people who make like fancy shapes in theirs. I'm always like, witchcraft. Then again, that's how I feel about most visual arts. So often when people paint, they just put down a bunch of random colors and they're like, absolutely not. And all of a sudden you're like, a blueberry? What? I mean, it's more impressive when it's like a full-grown man or something. I guess a blueberry is not the most impressive thing you could paint. Still, I mean, it is impressive because I don't know how to do it, but I just generally, I wouldn't be that shocked if they put down a bunch of blue and then it's a blueberry. Ooh, right angle. Score. I can tell you right now this snowflake is held together by virtually nothing. So, hope you're cool with that. Let's see if it looks like a bird or something cool. Kind of fun. That's great. This is going great. Let's add some more detail to it because we can. No, we're gonna let this one rest. Gonna let it rest because we did it and I don't want to ruin it. Let's do one more and I'm thinking plasma pink. Okay, one more. I feel like that Hamilton song about doing it one more time. I think that's what the song's called. Oh, it looks like a disaster. Come on, little scissors. Oh, we're back to triangles only. Ooh, I overfolded and it's gonna be really crooked. We're gonna at least get a couple cuts in there. We can see what we've done. Oh, I don't think that went well. Huh. Yeah, you can see a bunch of these just didn't really get cut. Okay, well we can at least redeem this by just doing it with fewer layers and at least getting some good shapes in there. Okay. Oh. God, why does this just look like millennial decor? I don't know, I feel like if you put a pineapple next to it and some chevron, you'd like have a functional living room. Damn it. All right, you know what? We're gonna go back and just look at this. And we're gonna pretend like this is the only thing we did today. And we're gonna feel really good about it. Ready? Feel really good about it with me. Well, that was Christmas. Just kidding, Christmas already passed even by the time of filming. That was holiday crafts. No, that was winter crafts. That was winter activities. Indoors, snow activities, but you did them inside because it's cold out. And by that I mean, it's very nice outside today. Bright blue skies, but whatever. All right, well, that's winter crafts. So thank you for joining me. Highly encourage you to make some snowflakes. I forgot how fun that is. I mean, it was a bit of a disaster because I had cardstock, though it was very colorful. If you get regular, like either notebook paper or some just like regular printer paper, it's a blast. It's great. Highly recommend. All right, Happy New Year. See y'all again soon.